So, guys, I had a great beginning of May. Like, the weather turned out, although right now it is currently raining, but I had 10 days off starting like May, I think 2nd or 3rd or something like that, which was fantastic, like, so needed, especially considering my transition into the camper. Um, which is super. I'm loving this. Like, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm on day like 8 or 9. Like, tomorrow is my last day off. But anyway, so I had a really great day, a really great week and a half or whatever it's been. Um, being super productive, even though I didn't go to work at all. Just building stuff and fishing and like I actually fished like 3 days straight. I got a little bored. I haven't fished since, but anyways, um, here's the adventure that I've been on for 10 days. So I was super excited about having fish. I really wanted to catch and eat my own fish. Anyway, so I went fishing for like 2 hours and didn't even get a bite. Like, I just read my book, and it was early in the morning, and if my uncle had showed up and said, "You want me to catch you fish?" I would have turned to him and said, "Yeah, go ahead and try." It wasn't my uncle. It was some uh, Asian man uh, who, still had a little bit of an accent. And he walks over with these two fishing poles and he says, "Hey, do you want me to catch you 3 fish?" Now, keep in mind, he didn't say a fish. He said 3 fish. And I was like, "Hey, I'm not going to say no to free food." And so he cast his line out, both of his lines out right next to both of my lines. And sure enough, after 10 minutes of conversation, I had 3 fish and a new quest to go get ingredients to cook the fish that he was kind enough to give me. So, saying the first day, I set up camp. I did some creative stuff, some stuff that I think I could have made into videos and stuff, but I was like, no, I got to get this shit done. I want to do stuff. Now that I've done stuff, I'm like, what am I going to do now? Well, I could do more stuff. Stuff that doesn't seem as important or as necessary, but that I do want to do. Like, for example, recording videos. And just like that, I've started recording more videos because I've realized that I have time to do that. So I might as well do it. So what I'm doing now is shooting this video while... Where is it? There it is. Filling up my Nalgene bottle. Takes about... Well, I mean, I put it down there and then started this video. So it takes about that long to fill it up. That's 32 ounces. 32 ounces. And this is 7.5 gallons. So, a gallon being 128 ounces. That's 4 of these. 4 of these equals 1 gallon. Times 7.5 is 30 revolutions. 30 laps. 30 fill, dump, fill, dumps. Well, I mean, I guess that would be 10, right? Because I fill dumped 3 times in that segment. Anyways, I miss hugs. Hugs and, oh, look at this hair. It's everywhere except for up there. I want it up here. Not, well, I mean, down here's fine, but I want more up here. But because it won't grow in right, I've got to shave it off, and there's no barber shops. Look at this camp oven I've made. I put 4 sticks in the ground, made a frame. I'm hanging a vegetable basket, but it doesn't have any vegetables in it, unless you count cilantro. Otherwise, it's got fresh caught trout. Yeah, but I know I'm a little bit unique. It's not anything to be hidden from me. But I am camping. See? I got my camper. I got my fire. I got this cool shelter. And this is me building things with wood because, you know, who goes camping and does carpentry? This guy. Check it out. So I built a drawer shelf. I don't have rope, but you know what I do have? Time and twine. So I've been going for quite a while, and then I thought, oh, you know what? It's such a simple thing to do, to make rope, but if I were to type it out to you, you'd be like, that's fucking ridiculous. But it is absolutely super. So, as you can see, we have 2 things of twine, and that when they're short, it's easier to do. They get very tangled, but out comes the rope. So, this would be the side that would be attached to a nail. So you rotate this one away from you, okay? And you cross it over this one. And then you want to pinch, because you don't want that to come unrotated. So you rotate the top one away from you, and then you spin it around the other one, and you pinch. And you rotate the top one around it, spin it around and pinch. So, see, what it causes is it to rotate in one direction and spiral in the other. And you do that over and over and over and over and over. And I'd just like to point out, we did like that much just now. All right, so I decided what would be best up there. So I've got my empty cooler. I've got the metal basket strapped down, tied down, so it can't fall off. And then just my dishes with my buckets there. And then, of course, my water jug. And then my sprayer. Ta-da! And that is my Jeep shelf. Took 2 evenings to make. I think they're a little too warm. So my buddy Adam just moved to Oregon, and he left me this because it was too expensive for him to take with him. I don't deal with toys, so I sharpened it up to see if it's useful. Let's see how it works. Of course, you gotta have a control, so let's see how this one goes. All right, you've got the badass one, and you've got the modern one. I think the modern one dug deeper than the badass one, but the badass one definitely has cool factor. More testing will be needed. So prior to taking this vacation, I was in the hunt for a place to call home. I wanted to buy some property and build a house. So, as you guys may have realized, I've been living in this camper now, and while doing this hunt, I also kind of wanted to have a sense of adventure with it too. And I was thinking about how I don't really need to worry about where I build a house. I'd be okay with the idea of traveling. So what my plan was is to either find property near my current job that I could build a house on, or find a new job somewhere that would be really cool, that might also be able to be proper enough for me to build a house out there too. Or maybe just go on an adventure and save my money and then come back and build a house, or whatever. But now that I've lived in the camper through this vacation, the only single problem I had with the whole plan was the thought that if I don't find somewhere to permanently park this camper before, like, maybe December if I'm lucky, I will not have camping spots anymore, because a lot of them aren't plowed, and even though I have a Jeep, it would be a real hassle, and a lot of snowmobilers would get really pissed off if I try to drive down their trails when I'm not on a snowmobile. They're really grumpy around here. And now that I've really had a chance to move into the camper, I realized that I don't necessarily want to find property to build a house on. I'm really enjoying this, and so I've taken a job in Washington where I'll be an hour from the coast and they get no snow. So what that means is I don't need to worry about finding property to call my own. I can camp forever. And that is my new adventure. I've removed the time limit to my hunt, and now I get to just be. And isn't that beautiful?